Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. As always, thank you very much for joining us. We're here on location at the Florida League of Cities Conference in Hollywood, Florida. And joining me now is Manuel Mononio, incoming president of the Florida League of Cities. Mr. Mayor, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I want to talk about two important issues. First and foremost, congratulations on becoming the next president of the league. That's very important.
Thank you. It's very exciting for me to take that role.
What are some of your priorities?
We have number one priority would be unification of the league and making sure that we all stick together like glue. It's going to be
in a bipartisan fashion.
In a bipartisan fashion. We're going through a rough election now for president, and the league is not about any party. It doesn't matter for Democrat, Republican. The league is about the people. The people that we represent.
You're all in this together.
We're all in this together. We want to make sure that we keep that together, and that we fight for all people alike. It's irrelevant of what party we're from.
My understanding is, Mr. Mayor, the number one issue for you, or a major issue for you, is pension reform. Why is this an issue for you? My understanding is because this is not a big issue in your city.
It's not an issue at all in my city, but it's an issue in many cities. The state of Florida, in the past history, they've tried to interfere and get in between our negotiation with our leagues, with our pensions.
Why is that?
They feel that they know best, and we're at a point that if we negotiate something with our league, with our pensions, whether it be the police pension or the layman pension, that we should, if that's the deal that we came up with, we should be able to do that. Well, the state of Florida has decided that no, that they have the ultimate say in what how our pensions are dictated. So I want to make sure that we have that control back, home rule, that we decide what's best for our community, for our employees, and always protecting the employees, the integrity of our employees. We must always maintain. They need to retire. We need to maintain make their pensions equitable and make them responsible. And what's happening is that some of these pensions are just unaffordable, and there's not going to be any money when these employees retire.
Do you think Tallahassee, Mr. Mayor, is trying to implement best practices across the state, where they probably says, you know what, there's a couple bad apples out there that unfortunately have cost the state and also the municipality or the city a lot of money in terms of mismanagement, in terms of miscommunication, whatever you want to say, in terms of pension benefits. And so we as the state, quote unquote, knows best. And so we want to come in and apply a uniform way of dealing with things. Do you agree with that, assuming that that's their argument?
I do agree with that, and past practice has been the state against the cities and the cities against the state. We're not at that point. We have a governor that's working with us, a governor that's willing to work with the cities, and the cities are willing to work with this legislature, this Senate,
so it's a two-way conversation back and forth.
Absolutely. We have, the first time in many, many years, we have an open conversation about this. We can get to common ground. And the legislature, not only Senate, but the House and the governor's office. So we look for a good year, be able to accomplish doing the right thing. It's not one way or another, it's not one-sided. We're going to do the right thing for the people of the state of Florida and for the employees of the state of Florida.
Do you think your colleagues from across the state agree with you in terms of doing the right thing and also in terms of the administration in Tallahassee being transparent?
Oh, absolutely. I've had this conversation. Of course, I'm taking office, and I just took office now. It's going to take a little bit to get around to all the members of the League of Cities, but the ones I've spoken to already are on board. They're willing to sign up and stand right next to me and fight this fight, and I think that they all will. I mean, the common notion, the common conversations have been, we need pension reform.
And is it your objective, Mr. Mayor, to travel all around the state to meet with as many people as you possibly can?
Absolutely. I'm going to start with the leagues first, because the league assembles. There's 410 cities in the state, so it's going to be hard to go to every city.
Sure.
But we will go to the league where we assemble a couple of cities together, and if a city wants me to go, or a county requests me to go there, I will be there. I will be there as a representative of the State League of Cities and also the people.
Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And of course, thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.